Biafran people, that is the things that we should be doing. That is what we should be aspiring to do. That is what we should be doing. If Biafra had existed, if they had allowed Biafra to be, not to collude with the rest of the world to come and kill Biafrans, today we would be the ones speaking about, moon and going to space and all that. But it's not too late. It is never too late because we have already started the journey. The journey never ended since after the general 1976. One of them that are controlled by all the organizations are controlled by the money and the truth, what's right. Evil doesn't have any meaning, and US will be there telling you about human rights when they are the worst. Eyes remain on the ball. Our objective is the same, and that is the liberation of the Biafran people, and we cannot take anything less than the total freedom of Biafra. So, Mazi, thank you for that. We must go to Mazo Woma. Mazo Woma, you have the mic.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, the great Biafrans. Good afternoon, the great comrades. Good afternoon, the gallant men. Good afternoon, the determined men. Good afternoon, the main men. The topic today, the movements of the zoo and the agents to stop Biafra in order to join the Brexit. Before I forge ahead, I must congratulate the members of the BRICS for turning them down. You know, making their movement not to be successful had already passed a message to well-meaning people who understand very well that Nigeria is a company and not a country, because their disqualification mean that Nigeria is not a country but a company. In every society, there are some qualifications that would make you to be eligible in order to become a member of the organization. But knowing fully well by these people had shown that Nigeria is not a country but a company. More so, Nigeria is an organization killer. Wherever they involve themselves, all sort of crime will be involved. Going there to become a member of the BRICS mean that going there to represent the British, their colonial masters, their evil masters who are killing the innocent people, who are using Africa as a stooge, who are using Africa as a business place by killing the indigenous people. And then also, the more you move, you make a movement against Biafra, the more you expose yourself, the more. They rushed to join the BRICS in order to stop Biafra, but it cannot happen. Why? Because we've gone beyond them. And whatever we are doing will come with the facts and figures. But Nigeria is always come with lies and deceit. And their deception, their deceptive manner had made them a symbol of evil, which every world, every community in the world have noticed Nigeria as a den of evil, a den of of crime, a den of hopelessness. So are they joining the Brexit in order to bring success to the organization? Are they joining the Brexit in order to bring a good suggestion that will pilot them to achieve their aim, even their primary aim? The answer is no. They are going there in order to bribe them to stop the innocent people not to have their freedom. But believe in me, that their movement has made them irrelevant, has made them to become nothing before the organization. Biafrans, my advice to you is, let's be consistent, let's be mean, let's focus, and let's love one another instead of loving money. I believe that once Biafra comes, everything that you ask, everything that you want to live on, everything that you desire to have in this world, we have it in a full scale of it. But these people turned us. The owner of the palace suddenly become the slave in the palace. The prince and the princess turn to become the maiden in their own palace. This is the reason why we need to fight with tooth and nail. We need to fight by all means. We need to fight with the last blood and the breath of us in order to make sure that our generation and the generation to come will not experience what our fathers had experienced and what we are experiencing. These are the reason why, if you have 2 naira, you need to share it into two and make sure that you support this movement. Because you eating today and they stay hunger tomorrow, my dear, it is very, very bad. Any sacrifice that you know you can lay to ensure that the accomplishment and the coming of the restoration of Biafra is being accomplished, do it. Do it without looking at anybody. Do it without expecting anybody to pay you back. Believe that you are doing it because it is your responsibility. You are doing it because it is what you're supposed to do in order to leave a good legacy to your entire generation. Thank you, my people, for giving me the opportunity to speak. May God bless us all. Ise.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much, Mazi Uche. Mazi Woma, sorry, please. Mazi Woma, thank you so much. Thank you very much, everybody. Just a second.
We warmly invite you to our 2023 BIAFRA Self-Referendum Convention. This is first ever BIAFRA Self-Referendum Convention to take place in Helsinki, Finland. Dates: 20th and the 21st of October 2023. Venue: Mesukeskus, Helsinki. Time: 9 a.m. Helsinki, 11 p.m. Ebubia, Biafra Land. Whole day event. Special speakers: Prime Minister Ekpa Simon Njurko, Biafra Republic Government in Exile, and many more.
Thank you very much, fellow Biafrans. You know, Mazi Woma was talking. When these people said they bring us democracy, it was a propaganda, because they never brought any democracy. Professor made mention about when these people, they got in contact with our ancestors. It was a hell of a war. It was a hell of a war for survival and regaining of grounds and all that. So if we don't fight, it's a shame. It's a shame if we don't fight. The reason why our ancestors had the courage to fight was because of their civilization they were building before these people came to truncate it. And that is why we must fight, because they fought. They fought very strongly. And if you listen to some past record, you can hear them saying, Biafran fights on, Biafran fights on, Biafran fights on. Those voices, I hear them in my nightmares. There's nothing like it. When they said they brought democracy, it was because they fought with our ancestors and they have to go back. And then they have to say, we are bringing you democracy through religion and all that. It was a propaganda, because somebody talked about propaganda today as a tool. The whole thing about bringing democracy was a lie, was a propaganda. Because the people they came to fight already had a democracy. What they later realized that killing and slaughtering people is not the best way to conquer these people. They are not going to achieve it that way. They have to say they bring democracy, we bring you democracy and development and a whole lot of that. And the propaganda sold very well. And then it lured everyone into this cage. And some people are finding it very difficult to get out of it because they have been destroyed. They have been destroyed. Thank you very much, Professor, for coming back. Are you okay to speak, or is there anything going on with your network?
Yeah, it went off, and then is she fine? But believe me, fine. Um, but I'm back. So thank you, Master Wama. Thank you, our own university, for that. We must continue. We must continue. We have Williams. We have Paul Ezeme in the house. Williams, you're here first, and then Paul Ezeme will go on. Williams, unmute yourself. All right, William may be receiving advice. We'll go to Paul. Paul, unmute yourself.
Thank you, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Our protocol observed. Did I hear Tsetima went to BRICS, to stop Biafra? That's the only thing they know how to do.
Yeah, he went. He went there to the summit to join the BRICS, and
To stop Biafra,
they
right?
give him a size 10. Yep, size 20 boot. That's why they were kicked out.
He
Not
wore
officially, but that's what it's looking like.
he wore coat, he looks like a monkey. Anyway, that's the only thing Nigeria knew how to do best. Only bribe and kill. That's the reason why British terrorized every indigenous people and named that location Nigeria. That's just the reason. And that's the reason why British Labour Minister to Nigeria, Harold Smith, made it clear that they look after their friends. Who are their friends? Fulanis. They put them to subjugate everyone because Fulani terrorized British government when they were trying to capture the whole place. A lot of people don't know this. They terrorized them, killed them enough before they made friends with them. That's why Will Smith said they look after their friends. That is some their friends they look after. That's the reason why they handed them over the power. Control their territory, known as Nigeria. That's why Nigeria was the giant of a fraud in Africa. The three nations that makes up Nigeria are the stronghold British government and the Western powers use to terrorize and hold Africa hostage at gunpoint. That's why they put Tinubu there. A corrupt man, known drug warlord in America. They put him there to represent Nigeria. That's why they put Shetima, a known terrorist, Boko Haram commander, to be able to control Nigeria. That's why he could go there and go talk trash. Because they are now using them to control the whole Africa. That's the reason why they are using him, Tinubu, aka Nigerian president. You know, they are now using him to cause problem in Niger State. Then the Western world are now using him to terrorize Niger State. The same way they are using all the past Nigerian presidents to control Africa, to subjugate Africa. That's exactly what is going on. They are using them to stop Biafra. Why Biafra is the light of the whole world, the light of Africa. Without Biafra, without Biafra, Africa will be subjugated forever and ever. Go anywhere you like. That's just the truth, because Biafra is the light of Africa. That's what the British terrorists saw. That's why they subjugate our people to this extent. That's why we are passing through what we are passing through. Nobody in his or her right thinking mind, we saw that your kid are being kidnapped, you will never do anything. You're playing politics. You know, who are the people controlling UN? The same colonial terrorists. Who are the people controlling ICC? The same colonial terrorists. Who are the people bankrolling ECOWAS? The same colonial terrorists. That's why you see African leaders, they can't do nothing. A lot of things are going wrong in Africa. The conflict all over Africa, have you had ECOWAS?
Chelụ na obere oge ka a reconnect ya na-ewe n'iwe at the host ọkụ ya anyụgo, amaghị ihe merenụ. Ka unu mere? I hope you guys are doing well. Yes, that Biafra from Chicago na-eke n'onye ọbụla jisi n'ike onye ada na mba onye ada na mba onye ada na mba anyị nwe mmeri o mmeri bụ nke anyị o na mbido mmeri bụ nke anyị o na njedebe mmeri bụ nke anyị o na njedebe
Don't sit at home, we'll make you sit at home by force. People, no wonder we are suffering. You would have no appreciation of the sacrifice of the dead. You think everything, anybody, any chairman of any market that is opened, any market you open, the chairman will hear from us. In Biafra land, any market you open, you will hear from us. We lost 5 million people. And you can, if you don't sit at home, we'll make you sit at home by force. People, no wonder we are suffering. You would have no appreciation of the sacrifice of the dead. You think everything, anybody, any chairman of any market that is opened, any market you open, the chairman will hear from us. In Biafra land, any market you open, you will hear from us. We lost 5 million people. And you can, if you don't sit at home, we'll make you sit at home by force. People, no wonder we are suffering. You would have no appreciation of the sacrifice of the dead. You think everything, anybody, any chairman of any market that is opened, any market you open, the chairman will hear from us. In Biafra land, any market you open, you will hear from us. We lost 5 million people. And you can, if you don't sit at home, we'll make you sit at home by force. People, no wonder we are suffering. You would have no appreciation of the sacrifice of the dead. You think everything, anybody, any chairman of any market that is opened, any market you open, the chairman will hear from us. In Biafra land, any market you open, you will hear from us. We lost 5 million people. And you can, if you don't sit at home, we'll make you sit at home by force. People, no wonder we are suffering. You would have no appreciation of the sacrifice of the dead. You think everything, anybody, any chairman of any market that is opened, any market you open, the chairman will hear from us. In Biafra land, any market you open, you will hear from us. We lost 5 million people. And you can, if you don't sit at home, we'll make you sit at home by force. People, no wonder we are suffering. You would have no appreciation of the sacrifice of the dead. You think everything, anybody, any chairman of any market that is opened, any market you open, the chairman will hear from us. In Biafra land, any market you open, you will hear from us. We lost 5 million people. And you can, if you don't sit at home, we'll make you sit at home by force. People, no wonder we are suffering. You would have no appreciation of the sacrifice of the dead. You think everything, anybody, any chairman of any market that is opened, any market you open, the chairman will hear from us. In Biafra land, any market you open, you will hear from us. We lost 5 million people. And you can, if you don't sit at home, we'll make you sit at home by force. People, no wonder we are suffering. You would have no appreciation of the sacrifice of the dead. You think everything, anybody, any chairman of any market that is opened, any market you open, the chairman will hear from us. In Biafra land, any market you open, you will hear from us. We lost 5 million people. And you can, if you don't sit at home, we'll make you sit at home by force. People, no wonder we are suffering. You would have no appreciation of the sacrifice of the dead. You think everything, anybody, any chairman of any market that is opened, any market you open, the chairman will hear from us. In Biafra land, any market you open, you will hear from us. We lost 5 million people. And you can, if you don't sit at home, we'll make you sit at home by